That's what I think of. I didn't realize we were actually over there fighting people.
Oh yeah.
That's and so that kind of laid the baseline for you as far as your experience with combat. Did you ever receive any injuries while you're over there, or did you get it? Did you manage to get out without getting injured?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most part, yeah.
Let me see. What that was in 58.
Mm-hmm.
You got back in 58 as well, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And then when you were back in the rear, where did you guys go from like 58 until you finally went to Vietnam? Did you have any other locations?
We came back to Camp Lejeune.
Right.
And I had re-enlisted.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and I went to Camp Pendleton. I joined the old First Force Reconnaissance.
Okay.
And the Marine Pathfinders. And I went to jump school and scuba school. I became a 3rd degree black belt in karate and savate, aikido, and judo.
Okay, so that's basically once you got back from that Lebanon deployment, you left, went to Camp Pendleton, and started going through the force recon pipeline.
Yeah,
all the training schools that were required.
Right.
So you probably had to go to airborne school, like in the Army, probably back in those days. I imagine.
Fort Bragg
Fort
Army
Bragg.
School. Yeah.
Oh, Fort Bragg, not even Fort Benning.
No, it was Fort Benning.
Okay, Fort Benning. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't know they did that at Fort Bragg, but Fort Benning, that makes sense. Yeah, because I know a lot of the guys back in those days, they were still having to go to Army schools for most everything. Did you go to dive school as well?
Yeah.
Where was that?
Down in Panama.
Or Key West?
Yeah, Key West, Florida.
Was it Key West, Florida? Okay. So it's been there for a while. And
I was honor graduate.
From dive school?
Yeah.
That's one of the hardest schools in the military, apparently.
And most people thought back in those days that Negroes couldn't swim.
Well, I'll probably prove them wrong, I'd say, if you were the honor grad.
I showed up. And I did well, until the last. I was a sergeant, and I took down the other 19 other divers with me.
Yeah.
And at the end of the program, so we were going to Vietnam when we come back to Camp Lejeune.
What year was this?
1966.
Oh, 66, okay.
Yeah.
So you were finishing dive school by that point?
I finished dive school.
Okay.
But I had one man that didn't make the time swim. You have to be able to make this, say, 1,000-meter swim in a certain amount of time. Well, he didn't quite make it. And he was a good man. So I went to the chief and I said, Chief, I got a problem.